No! Is this thing recording? Yes, it is. God, I am so ugly. This is Nerf Hunt 12. I never thought I'd say that. It hasn't been a super long time since Nerf Hunt 11. A month is kind of a while in between videos, but I have other ones in between. I've still got several videos finished, more than I thought I would. At this point, I might as well just upload every few days rather than once a week. Yes, I did get a lot, but there's one thing that I had saved for Nerf Hunt 12 that wasn't in this lot that I've had for a while. I was building things up pretty slowly, which was to be expected, but then I got a ton of stuff. Okay, it's not a ton. It's nothing like Nerf Hunt 11. I kind of spoiled all of you. And myself, of course, because now I own all of those blasters. And I have barely any space for them. The one thing that's not in the lot is this right here. I did not order this. It just showed up at the door, and I couldn't return it, so it was free. I got to keep it. It's a Trilogy shell kit for the Trilogy or the Shell Strike. I don't have any of these blasters, and these don't work in the Strike Fire. You're kidding me. Yes, I have no use for these, and I like new in-box things, even though this is the newest thing I have in my entire arsenal because I hate new Hasbro stuff. New in-box collection. Now the lot. It's not a lot in the lot. There's more like 10 blasters or something like that. I might have to recount them. This was a $50 lot originally on Facebook, but the seller dropped it to $22, so I messaged them, and 5 days later, they finally messaged me back. I thought they'd sold it, and it was like half an hour drive away from my house, so I went and got it, and it was really easy. Alright, that's enough. I want to play with some toys! This lot came with a bunch of darts and some other ammo that I'm really interested in, and this is the box everything came in. Kohl's, the place where you think you're getting a good deal when you're really paying retail price, and the crossed out price is double the retail price. And all the darts were in the bottom. They weren't even in their own containers, so I'm just gonna dump them out here. Alright, let's see what we got. Obviously, yeah, lots of vortex discs. Well, I would say this is a lot with how elusive they are. And lots of streamlines in here. A lot of T-type streamlines, which I think are better than a lot of the streamline types. Some sticky darts, whistlers, elites, some Busby, and I'm pretty sure because of the blaster I really wanted in this lot, these are all glow-in-the-dark elite darts, because they're not as heavy as streamlines would be. Hold up, Rival? There's not a single Rival blaster in this lot. Why would these be in here? Okay, I'm done with these. I'm gonna put these away now. There were some extra accessories, so I'm gonna go over these, I guess. The only attachment in here, I didn't even know this was in there. I don't even think it was in the picture. Maybe it was. It's an old orange Retaliator grip that probably went to a blue Retaliator that got broken and thrown out or something. And all the rest of these are magazines. So there's these two old N-Strike magazines. One is the even older one with the red arrow on the side. It's got a suction cup dart in it. Very scuffed as well. Looks like it had tape on it at some point. Pretty cool. There's a 12-round magazine that probably went to the Retaliator that wasn't in the lot as well. And this is in relatively good condition because it's an older one that doesn't have the 12 on it up here. That's neat. These are N-Strike flip clips. Unlike the Modulus flip clip, you can actually just put pretty much any stick magazine in these. I might have to test that later, but that's much better than the Modulus one because the magazines for that had little nubs on them, so it wasn't cross-compatible with any other mag. So those are pretty cool. Yeah. And a Vortex magazine. It's probably went to Praxis, or maybe it was a refill kit. I don't really have any Vortex magazines other than a Pyragon drum, so this is neat. I like that. The first blasters are in a pair, and they're tiny, and they make me think they're not actually rare. I thought they were. Orange Trigger Jolts. Now I have 4 of these. What the heck? And one is already primed for me. Thanks. I don't think people realize what happens to springs when you leave them compressed for a long period of time. Nice, they both work. The next one is a Vortex Proton. I usually find the white ones. Apparently they're more common in some places, but usually the green ones are the most common. And this one is pretty scratched up, but there's no way it can be as bad as the other one I have that a friend left here a decade ago. And it's primed already. Great. I hope I don't lose this disc because it's a genuine one from the lot. A Night Finder. This has got to be the worst one out of all of them. Yes, there's multiple. It is the yellow logo one with the beefier priming ring that's a little faded, and this has got to be the worst barrel I've seen on a Night Finder. I've seen several chipped. This one just looks like someone dropped it like that and shattered a ton of it off. It works just fine, but the light doesn't, so I gotta do the battery check. This one is pretty light. I don't think it has batteries in it. Oh, it's rusted. There's so many rusted screws. Okay, good. There are no batteries in there. And looking at it, the battery compartment is clean. So I can assume that light works. Another Night Finder that is much more intact. The barrel's not shattered, but looks like the Nerf logo got really rubbed off on this one. Yeah, it's one of the same ones with the yellow logo and beefier pull ring. And it works just fine. The light does not. This one was a little bit heavier, and yes, there are batteries in it. And okay, what brand are these? Ooh, Duracell Ultra Power. See if I can get that. Yeah, interesting. I've got Duracell Quantum, which is also a marketing lie. Yeah, they want you to think these have more power. They really don't. The third and final Night Finder is obviously the best looking because it's a newer one. It hasn't suffered as many years of use and abuse. It's got the orange logo and skinnier priming ring. And apparently it was owned by Jacob, and I gotta say, Jacob did a pretty darn good job of taking care of this thing. And it works. And oh, the light works as well. Awesome. I'm still gonna check the batteries though, because I know nobody uses Amazon Basics except that one guy with the Nitron scope, and everything else was weird batteries. Yay! Alright, so it's not Amazon Basics, but it's the second best thing according to me. Rayovix. That's fine. I've seen these corrode, but they usually die before that happens. I've got some larger blasters here only because they have cruddy attachments, a pair of sharp fires with the stocks, and they actually have their barrels hidden in the stocks. So I'll just take those out and put them on there. These are in pretty good shape. I would assume they work just fine, but I'm gonna test them anyway. Oh, they do not shoot far at all. But I have modified one of these before, and you can make them into monsters. They're awesome, so that's probably what I'll use these for. This is a neat color scheme. It's not exactly rare. A blue rough cut. I found one of these in the past, but it was in much nicer condition than this. This one's been skidded across the driveway for sure. Oh, that sounds terrible. Is the Smart AR any good? That's my question. That is all I care about. I have 3 rough cuts in one of my bins, and one of them works. Ooh. Oh, hey, that's good enough for me. Next, a Raider with a first generation Retaliator stock that has the silver panel up here, and a little bit of snake skin tape. Weird. Oh, gross. I have a couple Raiders, but I also have an extra stock and a couple extra drums for Raiders, so originally I was just gonna keep this to put those attachments on here. It didn't come with them in the lot. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like someone dragged this across the sidewalk for miles, and I have a build I want to do involving the front of one of these. Because this one's so beat up, I might as well do that, but I'll see if it works anyway. What the hell was that? And the seal sounds like someone sprayed WD-40 all over it. I'm scared. Seal's so bad it didn't even fire. No! No! Why? Okay, there... I'll get there. There is a dart freaking folded in half down the barrel. That will wreck your Nerf war. You are toast if this happens to you. There was an elite dart. That is what folded in half, and there was a streamline also stuck behind it, causing more blockage. Now it should work. Yes, not well, but it works. The next one's a large boy. I'm sorry, I'm almost laughing because I've messed this up so many times. It's such a simple thing, come on. The next one is a Nitron. I remember finding one of these at Goodwill earlier this year, and it didn't come with anything. This one's got the scope and the magazine, which is cool. That's awesome. It's not in very bad condition, but it's definitely scratched on the vulnerable parts right there, covering the motors. Does this even work at all? Blaster works. Sounds like it. I went to put darts in this. There we go. Oof. Batteries are low, but they are there. It's my nightmare. It's come back from Nerf Hunt 11. CVS alkalines, and not only that, they're mixed in with Duracell. Get out! Oh, they all just fell out. That's sad. Now I'd like to see if the scope works. It doesn't turn on. Check the batteries. Oh, come on. There's no battery door. And I happen to have... Where is that? There it is. Another Nitron scope from Nerf Hunt 11. That is beat to heck. And this one isn't, so I'll just steal the battery door from this. And the Amazon Basics that came in it. That's the only time I've seen Amazon Basics in something. Yay! Awesome. This is one of my favorite attachments. Finally, the thing I wanted from this lot that's worth twice what I paid for this entire lot. An Elite Raven. Yep. Gives me flashbacks of Nerf Hunt 2 because I got a pair of these that did not come with this green magazine. Luckily, I found a pair of them on eBay that I bought. And it's in pretty good condition, actually. It's not as nice looking as my other two Elite Ravens, which are practically mint condition, but it's still very, very good, considering this is such a fun and comfortable blaster. I'd expect to see these in much worse condition. I'm going to test the magazine first to see if the light works. No, it doesn't. Well, I have a bad habit where I smack things to see if I can get them working, and it works most of the time. I really shouldn't have done that, though. I'd still like to know what batteries are in here to cause that kind of problem where I have to smack the crap out of it to get it working. My leg hurts because I was slapping it on my leg. Oh! This is the worst combination of batteries I have ever seen. All three of them are different. Duracell, which I don't like, bad case of Energizer, and a Toys R Us battery? Really? This actually bothers me more than corrosion. Just who knows what could have happened to this battery compartment. in a matter of days, hours. I don't know how much time was left before these batteries just exploded. Now this is interesting. This Energizer is rechargeable. I have a battery charger for batteries kind of like this, like IMRs basically. Might be a fun video where I just put this on my charger because I haven't used it in several years. See if it explodes. I think it will because it's Energizer. Does the blaster work? No, it does not. Just the magazine was awful. I'm so scared to look in here. Oh, thank God. I never thought I'd be so happy to see Duracell, but there's no other brands in here with them. It's just all Duracell, thank God. Okay, they're definitely dead though, and not corroded. Oh, never mind. I see corrosion. Amazon Basics. I bit my tongue when I did that. And these are brand new. I hope this works. I'm scared to turn this on. You know what one of my other Elite Ravens sounded like? Sounded like there was a demon living inside it. How about this? Huh. That's quite a surprise, and a pleasant one. Great! It works! Nothing was really broken. That haul was not as impressive as Nerf Hunt 11 or before that. I mean, an Elite Raven is nothing compared to the Crimson Longshot I bought. But I hope that was enjoyable. I know I was definitely more crazy because I'm on a new medication, so that's why I'm acting all weird. And this is gonna be fun to edit, I can tell. Well, bye! Oh, the stunts I do for videos.